Hi, welcome to Aimee Nolte Music. I'm Aimee Nolte, and today we're going to be talking about pretending that we're a drummer. Now, when I was a kid, I used to steal the drummer's cookbook from my jazz band instructor. In high school, I used to go get it, and I would get a practice pad and a couple of sticks because I thought the drummers were so cool. I wanted to be like the drummer because they had a handle on everything. They could get all the complicated rhythms that I would always have to study and slowly break apart. And then it just seemed like they could feel them so much better than me. I've got a cajon right here. Now you're actually supposed to be on the front of the cajon, but I'm gonna use the top of it. First thing I'm gonna do is ask you if you've got a pair of drumsticks to go ahead and get them out and then sit on your bed or on your couch, or get a throw pillow, something like that. It's a really good idea to, if you've got sticks and you don't want to make a lot of noise in your house, maybe you don't have a practice pad, it's a really good idea to just play on something that absorbs your impact, like a pillow or a bed or something. Or you can sit at your table, you can drum on your lap, whatever you want. It doesn't have to be fancy. But I'm going to be right here. First thing I'm going to show you is just a way to play triplets. We're going to go right, left, left. We're going to do them both ways. Right, left, left for triplets right now, okay? So this is how we're going to do. We're going to start slowly and then we're going to get faster. Our accent is on the beat. Slow down again. Now we're going to switch. Another good idea is if you're playing with your non-dominant hand like this, like I'm right-handed, so if I'm starting with my left, that's always a little more uncomfortable, is to add a count with it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1. See, I messed up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. And work on that. All right, the next thing I want to show you is called a 6-stroke roll. Starts the same. Right, left, left. But then it's 2 rights. And then 1 left. So it looks like this. Right, left, left, right, right, left. That's how it goes. It's a little easier to think of it when you put a whole bunch of them together, because then, I don't know, then you can see it, then it's laid out a little nicer. Watch. And the accents that you're going to give are the singles. So boom, and then little, 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 and then boom, boom, little, 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 little. Another thing you can do is play the big ones like you're on the outside of the drum and the little ones on the inside. Drummers can do that so fast that it sounds like a roll, like a double stroke, like a, like that. They can do the 6-stroke roll so fast like that. I can't do that. These are just a couple of tricks that have helped me over the years. Another cool thing you can do with these is that you can use them not as sextuplets or triplets, but you can actually use them as like 8th notes or 16th notes. So you can have a beat going on, 1, 2, 3, 4, and you can have these 8th notes. This is another good thing to practice. Just have your right hand doing quarter notes and your left hand doing 8th notes, and then switch them. See if you can switch them seamlessly. Easier said than done. All right, but say you've got that going on. You can take your triplets, 1, 2, beat. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Then your eighth notes are getting different accents than they're used to getting. Does that make sense? So before you were going 1, 2, 3, 4. You were treating them as triplets. Now you're treating them as eighth notes. But they get different accents because we're accenting every third one. Right? 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Same with the 6-stroke roll. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3. It wraps around like that. It's super hard, messes with your brain. Those are great exercises. I've written a few out and I want to show you some more. Even if you're a singer, even if you're a piano player, even if you're a bass player, doesn't matter what instrument you play. This kind of thing is super good for you. It's so good for your brain and your mind. Think about Chick Corea. He's like one of the best piano players ever, and his rhythm and his time, spot on. He can do things with the rhythm that not many other piano players can do. It's because he's a killer drummer. I've heard stories about him sitting down at drum sets and just blowing away like whoever was actually supposed to play drums on the gig. Look at this one. This is in 4/4, and we've got quarter notes. First we're going to put them with our left hand, and then we've got our right hand playing this rhythm. Da 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 da. Let's see what we can do with that. So we've got quarter notes with our left hand, and then our right hand is going to go da 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 da. You see how sometimes they hit together and sometimes they're alternating? It's really confusing. Try it with me a few times. Once more. Now we're going to switch hands. I always kind of like to get it going for a second, like it's my motor or my engine. Once more. Good. Another thing we can do with this exact exercise is instead of keeping quarter notes with our right hand, we can just keep constant eighth notes with both hands, just alternating, and we can accent that rhythm. So bum 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 bum, and we make the other ones very little. They don't get an accent at all. That one's pretty hard. Good. Another thing you can do is count everything. You can go back to quarter notes with one hand. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and like that. And then you do it with your other hand. It'll mess you up. Let me show you another exercise. Actually, the next one I'm going to show you is really difficult. But I think it's a good idea. I think it'd be a good idea to you could probably go online and just find exercises from the Drummer's Cookbook to do on your own. You can write to me and get these 2 that I wrote down, but I think you can probably find better ones online. And of course, if you wanted to order the Drummer's Cookbook, that's a great resource. Now this next one, I gotta tell you about. I've been working on it a little bit. I have this friend named Larry Salzman that I play with sometimes. He's a percussionist, and he's got a pretty good YouTube channel too, just Salzman, Larry Salzman. But sometimes if I am practicing my drumming, I'll write to him and I'll be like, is this a good thing to be practicing? And he'll be like, yeah, it's okay, but how about you do this? This one's harder or better. So he did that to me like a week ago, and I have it. I have his message right here. He's like, he wrote me this super hard thing. He goes, play 1 E-N and then nothing, 2 E-N and nothing, 3 E-N, nothing. So it's like 1 E-N, 2 E-N, 3 E-N. I'm like, okay, I got you, Larry, I'm there. And they're supposed to be 16th notes, right? 1 E-N, a 2 E-N, a 3 E-N. He says, play the first 3 16ths with your right hand, and while that's going on, you're going to add left hand hits in. Anyway, I mean, he typed it all out, but I've written it out. And it's cool. It's cool what we're going to do here. It's a 3 against 4 exercise. I learned it from my buddy Larry, and I'm going to teach it to you. But it's hard, so if you've had trouble with the other stuff this up till now, I would go back and work on that stuff before you do this one, because this one is going to kick your butt.
No, I know I might get some compliments from everybody about how high-tech this setup is. Please don't be jealous. This is the exercise we're looking at. You remember I just said 1 E-N, 2 E-N, 3 E-N? It's in 3/4. 1 E-N, rest, 2 E-N, rest, 1 E-N, 3 E-N, rest. Okay? So he says to have your right hand doing this. Okay? Now, your left hand is going to hit, what it's going to do is it's going to hit every 3 16th notes. So we've got 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. I've got some 8th notes, some 16, or some 8th rests, some 16th rests here. But it's tricky. So when you write it out like this, though, you can see that the first 2 go together. This one's going to come on the first break. This one is going to come on the third one of these. And this one's going to come on the second one of these. Let's go extremely slow. Right, so on the first one, in the break, on the third one, on the second one. You starting to get it? It might take you more time than that. It took me a little bit of time. Now, Larry says, now get it going and 4 times in a row count 1 E-N, 2 E-N, 3 E-N, and never count the U's. That's where he wrote X's, you see. 1 E-N, 2 E-N, he says never count the U's. Just count 1 E-N, 2 E-N, 3 E-N. Just keep repeating. All right, so sounds easy enough, and it would be easy enough if you just had your right hand. If you were just going 1 E-N, 2 E-N, 3 E-N, 1 E-N, 2 E-N, 3 E-N. Simple, simple, simple. But as soon as you add your left hand, that's not easy. So let's try it slowly. 1 E-N, 2 E-N, 3 E-N, 1 E-N, 2 E-N, 3 E-N, 1 E-N, 2 E-N, 3 E-N, 1 E-N, 2 E-N, 3 E-N. A little faster. 1 E-N, 2 E-N, 3 E-N, 1 E-N, 2 E-N, 3 E-N, 1 E-N, 2 E-N, 3 E-N. It's difficult. All right, but that is we're nowhere near the hard part yet. We'll keep reading what Larry has to say. Then you will switch the 4-side feel. You have to count your left hand notes as a quick 4 pulse. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah. So the way we're feeling it right now is in 3, right? We're going 1 E-N, 2 E-N, 3 E-N, 1, 2, 3, 1. And these are just accents. 1 E-N, 2 E-N, 3 E-N, 1 E-N, 2 E-N, 3 E-N. You get it. Okay. So what he says now is we're going to switch to the 4 side. That's why it's 3 against 4. So even though we have a quarter note that feels really strong up here, these are spread out in a way to give us that 3 against 4. And you don't really know it. They just seem like accents until you actually count them as 1, 2, 3, 4. And this is where it's tricky. I have to get it going first before I start doing it. So 1 EN, 2 EN, 3 EN, 1 EN, 2 EN, 3 EN. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. See, it took me a while. I'm being honest, right? That's as long as it took me to actually get that right now. And I've been practicing it, so it's hard. So the thing that you try to do is go back and forth so that you feel it in 3 and then you feel it in 4. And at the same time, your hands it's like using 2 different parts of your brain. It's nuts. So let me see if I can go back and forth. 1 EN, 2 EN, 3 EN, 1 EN, 2 EN, 3 EN, 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1 EN, 2 EN, 3 EN, 1 EN, 2 EN, 3 EN, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. Hey, not too bad. Larry also made a recording of this for me, and he's so much better than me. I mean, just leaps and bounds. But listen to this. I can't believe it. He goes seamlessly between the two. Anyway, that's the goal. I hope I've given you some things to think about. I hope you're having fun with your new drumming exercises. Make up some of your own. You can do it. It's easy. Any rhythm you want. You know, you keep a pulse with one hand, you add a rhythm with the other hand. Easy ones, hard ones, they're out there on the internet. Go find them, or find your drummer friend and ask them what are good things to work on, because oh my gosh, they will tell you and they will kick your butt. Okay, everybody, thanks for watching Aimee Nolte Music. Get out there and do some drumming. I'll see you next time.